Hey everyone, welcome to Questions, Comments, and Concerns for Threshold episode 12. What'd you guys think of my skill gauntlet?
I loved it.
That was
awesome.
really good.
That was a lot of
I
fun.
liked that.
That was a good. It was like almost a chase. It was like a chase combined with like time. Like that sounds funny, but like
urgency.
I felt like there was a sense of urgency, and it's like I like that not everyone was in the same place. It's like, okay, well, Lori's here, and then the next one is Ansman. Like it wasn't like, oh, the three of you are all in the dungeon. Like, oh, let's break the lock, get you out. Like it felt like there's a progression to things, and I liked that. You're like, oh, well, it's all heading the same direction. So I'm like, okay, thank you. Like I didn't want to split up the party, but it's like. That was the only way I thought we could get everybody.
Yeah, but I'm actually a little bummed that we got everybody.
Oh, you didn't quite get, you didn't get everybody. I mean, like, I was real nervous for a while. You were, let's see, where are the barracks? That was the one that you were the closest to. Yeah, so you guys were at 15, I guess you had a little bit of wiggle room, but I had different, depending on how many time units you were at, when you got to every station was depending on what state everyone was in.
I had a feeling.
Okay.
So yeah, you were at tier 3 of Lori, and the next tier up, she's dead, right? And then Ansma, you guys hit in the middle tier.
Okay.
Which one more tier, like fourth tier, obviously she's dead.
So we could have gotten her pre-maimed.
Yes,
if
exactly.
We had gotten there fast enough.
Yeah, if you were fast enough, exactly.
Well,
and
so then who did we lose?
Well, we lost Griffin Rose.
No, you have Griffin Rose.
No.
No.
The uncle.
Yeah, you couldn't
Those
have
guys,
saved him.
That
No, I
wasn't
mean like,
savable.
Ansma, you could have gotten to her you didn't like.
We didn't get to her fast
Yeah.
enough.
No,
to,
and what I'm
prevent the
asking is, like,
maiming.
was there somebody we could have saved that we didn't?
No,
Oh,
you
and
got
that's
everyone
what I'm
out.
saying,
I
I don't
see.
know.
You wanted someone to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
People need to die.
Yeah.
Lori almost did. She was one away.
Yeah, Lori was like one failure away or something. Maybe 1 or 2 failures away.
I really enjoyed it. It felt really urgent, and I'm glad. Like, as
we
a
actually-
character, I'm glad we saved everybody. But as a player, like,
I know what you mean. It would have been.
Yeah, I wanted to just be like, oh fuck, we could have saved more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were super close to like because
I guess it would have been different if we had taken just a little bit more time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Ansman loses an eye and her whole hand at the next tier.
Ooh.
So
That would be cool.
Yeah. But I think we only killed 2 people.
yeah. Well, you guys really picked it up saving Christy.
Yeah.
You got her at tier 1. You guys like really made up some time. I love that you guys had all those spells. I was expecting so many more failures, but Otto with his clutch dexterity
Yes.
Yeah.
bonus.
Oh yeah, that was
so good.
That was great. Enhance ability is so powerful, and you can work on it for any of the stats. Gives you advantage on checks and bonuses and stuff.
Did it feel good climax?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Felt really good.
Yeah.
I think it really set the stage for like a fun,
Yeah.
and it gave us all a reason to like have to leave and get the hell out of here
Right.
and not come back.
I really wasn't sure what was going to happen when Marco found us in
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a
I was so
intense moment.
scared.
I was like, son of a-
no.
I was.
I was gonna have Toby go out fighting, like trying to hold up the army, the contingent. Because then you said like 2 of these are coming down the hallway.
I was considering using myself as a diversion at one point too. I thought about using, like, I forgot what the thing.
Gate
on the sword.
Yeah, save gate because gate can go to like heaven or hell.
Yeah, I didn't want to use it, but I was like, oh my god, is he gonna make me do this right now? Like,
I just got this.
Yeah, 2 of those pikemen.
well, Kyle wouldn't. He's sorry.
Yeah, one pikeman platoon. Well, I'll get to them in a minute. So Marco is one of the scenes that like I really wanted to like set up through this whole thing. Is like it's sort of that play on the sacrifice of honor.
That was good. It was also really effective that you did it after we fought that platoon.
Yeah.
Because then you said you had 2 platoons. It's
And
like,
we're
oh
like,
crap. Now we know what the platoon
right.
means.
Powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 platoon is an easy encounter for you guys. 2 is deadly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it scales.
I mean, yeah, I just
pretty
like that was
ridiculous.
challenging. Like the first one was challenging enough that I knew we really didn't want to fight 2, especially
Right.
after
Yeah.
fighting the first
Oh
one.
yeah, like I was spent.
I really liked how with Marco, it's like, you know, it is honor, but it's like it's doing
Honor
like
to
what's it's like honor. It's like Christine, like she could have kept it, right? She could
Right.
have kept Easterton, but she did the honorable thing. And so now like Marco is like almost returning the favor in a way.
It's sort of he's sacrificing his own. He's breaking his oath that he just made
Right.
to sort of do what he thinks is the right thing.
Yeah.
That's something that like we had a comment talking about. That's something that I'm going to get more. We're going to put the storyline on the back burner for a little while. But when we return to it, it's sort of an opening of examining the themes of like what is honorable or what is the good choice when you have two opposing sides that you guys are sort of at the point now where there isn't an easy good choice.
Yeah.
And especially with like we'll get into some stuff in the Homeland where it's like well. Shoot, like what is the right good choice? What makes a good person?
Yeah.
What makes us a hero? Which side, like whose side do you want to be a hero for?
Right. Because on one side you'll always be the villain.
Yeah,
no matter
exactly.
what.
And so those are some themes that we're sort of opening up with that encounter. So I'm glad the Marco encounter played well. I was so worried that someone would just like pull out a spell and
I was really hoping that.
disintegrate or something. But that would have been awesome too. That would have been such an awesome moment as well.
I was really hoping like you guys would just like all stand down, like okay, like let's try to like talk this out. Like, But you guys.
Yeah, I think at that point,
As soon as
none
he-
of us were interested in like.
As soon as he hesitated, I was like, okay,
like, maybe?
let's let Christine
Please?
talk to him.
Right.
Please let us go.
And it's like Christine just pleading with him.
We're so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys burned everything. How did the combat? How was the combat?
It was
Great.
good.
That was
Kind of
tough.
a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Kai,
It was a hard fight for me, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
You
I'm
needed-
glad I got to use the Narfile. That was super cool.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
need to
oh
talk
God.
about
You got
mechanics
robbed
with you
big
because
time.
you can be dual wielding and
I know.
there's a few things we can do.
But I can't do it with the flail.
Right.
I cannot
Okay.
make attacks because it doesn't have any. It's not a light weapon and it's not finesse, so I can't attack.
Okay.
When I'm holding the flail.
Okay.
That's why I dropped it and went
Right.
and pulled my dagger.
Right.
So
Okay.
and I wish the flail
Yeah.
was a finesse weapon because otherwise that'd be so cool to get those. I'd be getting easy critical
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
hits for the bees.
That's a tough.
It's basically it's just not a rogue weapon.
No,
Unfortunately.
it's not.
Right.
But, and like I shouldn't have it, but like it doesn't.
I like that you have
No,
it.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It gives you extra utility.
Exactly.
I mean, you did enable that really big heal. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. That's a hard fight for Ka. I love that you can use your teleporting. The judge was amazing.
Yeah.
That was great.
I just was expecting
The
like you guys to like firebomb it or something like that, but that was so much better where you like hold the judge hostage and
Yeah.
It was so cool teleporting
good.
behind him and stuff too.
Yeah,
That was great.
That was super fun. That was a cool moment.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Now I have a cool wig.
Anything, Toby? That's what I wanted for Toby to happen. I'm so
It was
glad
great.
you were picking up the
Yeah,
signals
yeah,
I
thank you,
was
Toby.
giving you.
Yeah, I think that was a good ending for Toby.
Such a good
so
ending.
We don't know if he's ended.
Yeah.
He's an elemental. Even if they break the chassis
Yeah.
he's in, he'll
He's
just
free.
be
Yeah.
free, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, he'll just go back
probably
to Elm
thrilled.
And you
playing
won't
of
be hurt.
Steam.
You won't be hurt. The Kid in the
He's-
Pots and Pans doesn't hurt him.
He's made out of steam.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
You
don't
seemed
really
okay with it.
we don't really know what happened to Toby. We just know that he saved us.
Yeah.
And then he's not with us anymore.
So
Or
someone did die.
Toby.
Yeah.
Toby.
in a sense.
But
Kind of.
not
Yeah.
but like not in like the way that we.
It wasn't like
like
it
it's
wasn't
not.
the
It's like
dramatic.
she's dying, but it's not.
Oh, I don't know. I think Toby's death is going to resonate with a lot of people.
I love though that it gives me. No, I'll talk about it later.
I mean,
Just,
I think
the
the
Oh yeah.
there are things that could happen to Toby that could support, like, if they were able to cast his elemental body from his form, and they had basically like the evidence of his physical body there as like evidence that a golem tried to attack, like the Abro or the Academy
Yeah.
tried to make this happen.
Yeah.
That would be pretty damning.
Yeah.
So we'll see like what happens with that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to pick all that up. And it sounds like that you guys do still have some allies in the administration. Like,
Yeah.
This is
Right.
like
But their hands are tied.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
The mages, I think, that would have been like the scariest thing, is to have like the guards versus the mages, like a
Oh,
mage.
God.
God,
like-
starting
it's
like
like
a war between the Magical Institute and the castle. Oh.
What if they're like
Maybe eventually. It
maybe
probably
there are
will.
red ravens that go directly from one person to
just,
another?
What?
I was thinking like a red phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably special ravens that
Special
are trained to
ravens,
find
yeah.
certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else that we missed that you guys want to talk about?
That was a
I
really
had
good
a
session.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a
I like
I
the-
had-
I like that Ansma is now sort of an outsider in her own. Like, I like that the fact that she's maimed and has part of her head shaved just made her like an exponentially more interesting character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I already thought she was kind of interesting just as like a foil for Vel, but
Right.
now her having to deal with that, especially if we take her back to the homeland with us, is
Right.
going to create all kinds of interesting
Yeah.
wrinkles.
Perceptions about
Yeah.
her. Yeah. Yes, as we've learned. All right.
Great.
Great. I think that's everything.
Right on.
Thanks everyone for questions, comments, and concerns. I have a whole afterwards. When I was prepping this yesterday, I was doing it afterwards most of the time I was doing it.
Oh wow.
So I talk all about how I came up with this, and you'll get to see. You'll actually in my afterwards, I sort of end it with not having it quite all the way fleshed out. So you'll hopefully get to see how it evolved and all that. So check out our Patreon for that sweet, sweet content. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks for another exciting episode of Threshold in the Homeland. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thumbs and gestures.